What happens if you inject into your body, once a week, a molecule that communicates directly with your brain and digestive system, pretending to be something you produce yourself? Imagine waking up tomorrow and, for the first time in decades, that constant voice in your head, the one that plans lunch while you're still drinking coffee, or that nudges you to the pantry at 9 o'clock at night, simply disappearing. Absolute silence. Most of us see weight loss pens as an aesthetic shortcut. But what's happening inside your cells, in your glucose receptors, and in your stomach's rhythm during the first 30 days is one of the most complex biological transformations modern science has ever seen. Today, we're going to open the hood of human metabolism and understand what Mounjaro does to you in the first month, and why your body reacts in ways no one has told you about. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly the timeline of Mounjaro's chemical reactions in your body week by week, the invisible mistakes that can sabotage your muscle health, and what research from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic says about what you should do to protect your heart and metabolism during this process. If you want to understand the science behind the headlines, you're in the right place. Why are we talking about this now? Because the United States is in the midst of an unprecedented pharmaceutical revolution. According to the CDC, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 42% of American adults live with obesity, and a growing number of them are turning to new GLP-1 therapies. Recent estimates indicate that millions of Americans have already received prescriptions for these medications, and most of them enter the pharmacy without understanding the systemic impact of what they are buying. According to a report by the KFF, Kaiser Family Foundation, about 1 in 8 adults in the US has already tried some medication from this class. But here's the invisible problem. Many people begin treatment focused only on the number on the scale. They don't realize that while the weight drops, the body is undergoing a drastic structural overhaul. If you don't understand how these molecules interact with your pancreas and hypothalamus, you may be solving one problem and creating 3 new ones without knowing it. We're talking about a change in how humans relate to energy, and understanding the first 30 days is crucial to avoid becoming just another statistic of side effects. To understand Mounjaro, whose generic name is Tirzepatide, we need to understand that it is different from Ozempic. While Ozempic mimics a hormone called GLP-1, Mounjaro is a dual agonist. It mimics GLP-1 and another hormone called GIP. Imagine your metabolism is a commercial building with several locked doors. Ozempic has a master key for the satiety door. Mounjaro, on the other hand, comes with a bunch of keys. It opens both the satiety door and the metabolic efficiency door simultaneously. It's like a personal trainer who, in addition to telling you to stop eating, also goes into your pantry and reorganizes your entire stock so that nothing is wasted. When you administer the first dose, the molecule travels to your brain, specifically to an area called the hypothalamus. According to a 2022 study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, SURMOUNT-1, Tirzepatide reduces what researchers call food noise. But it's not just in the brain. In your stomach, Mounjaro acts like a handbrake. It slows gastric emptying. Think of your stomach as a conveyor belt. Normally, food passes by at a certain speed. With the medication, the belt slows down. That's why you feel full after 3 bites. The food literally stays there longer. A study by Johns Hopkins, published in the journal Lancet, it is highlighted that this dual action improves insulin sensitivity more powerfully than any previous drug. Your pancreas begins to secrete insulin more intelligently, only when needed, and your liver stops dumping extra sugar into your bloodstream first thing in the morning. In the first 30 days, your body is learning to be metabolically flexible again, something many of us lose after age 40. With great change come great mistakes. Let's analyze what happens in the real world. Error number 1, the protein trap. Imagine a 58-year-old woman named Sarah. She starts taking the Mounjaro diet and is delighted because she doesn't feel hungry. She spends the day drinking only coffee and eating a light salad. What Sarah doesn't know is that her body, in an aggressive calorie deficit, begins to seek energy where it's easiest, in muscle, not fat. Research suggests that up to 40% of the weight lost with these medications may come from lean mass if protein intake is not prioritized. Without enough protein, Sarah is losing the engine that burns calories, which can lead to sarcopenia, the loss of strength that is critical in our age group. Mistake number 2, ignoring cellular hydration. Many people think they're nauseous because of the medication, and often it is, but a considerable part of that nausea comes from dehydration. Mounjaro can suppress not only hunger, but also thirst. Furthermore, when your glycogen stores are low in the first few days, you release a lot of water. Imagine a car running on low oil. It overheats and starts to malfunction. Studies from the Mayo Clinic indicate that maintaining electrolyte balance is crucial to avoiding the headaches and extreme fatigue reported in the first 2 weeks. Mistake number 3, rushing the dose. Many people pressure their doctors to increase the dose quickly because they want to see results on the scale. However, a study published in Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, this shows that gastric adaptation takes time. Those who skip steps often face a wall of side effects, vomiting and severe reflux. The first month is about acclimatization, not speed. Mistake number 4, maintaining a restrictive diet, mindset. The biggest mistake is thinking that medication does everything on its own. Imagine you bought a Ferrari, the Mounjaro, but you keep trying to drive it on a dirt road full of potholes, a diet of ultra-processed foods. The body struggles to process saturated fats and simple sugars while gastric emptying is slow. This results in heartburn and discomfort that could be avoided with cleaner food choices. Before I show you exactly what science says you should do to optimize those first 30 days and minimize risks, if you've learned something new so far, click the like button. This really helps YouTube understand that this content is relevant to other people who are also looking to better understand their own bodies. And if you're not subscribed yet, now is a great time. I publish analyses of new research every week, focused on how we can age more healthily and with science. Now, let's get to the practical part. If you or someone you know is starting this 30-day journey, here are strategies backed by institutions like Harvard and the Cleveland Clinic. Action number 1, the protein first rule. The science is clear. You need about 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of ideal body weight to protect your muscles. Imagine applying that for just 4 weeks. Research published in American Journal of Clinical Nutrition Studies have shown that participants who maintained high protein intake during weight loss preserved significantly more muscle mass and had a higher resting metabolic rate. No matter how little you eat, make sure what you consume is of high biological quality. Action number 2, mandatory resistance training. This may seem counterintuitive if you're feeling a little tired in the first few weeks, but lifting weights, even light ones, is the signal your body needs to not discard your muscles. Studies from the University of Pennsylvania suggest that strength training works synergistically with GLP-1 to improve cardiovascular health in a much more robust way than the medication alone. Action number 3, fiber and time optimization. Since the stomach is slower to empty, the quality of the fiber matters a lot. But here's the surprising tip. Science suggests you should stop eating much earlier in the evening. If your stomach takes longer to empty, lying down with food, there is an invitation for severe reflux. Imagine finishing your last meal at 6 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. Participants in chrononutrition studies report a dramatic improvement in sleep quality and a reduction in gastric symptoms when using medications like Mounjaro. Action number 4, hydration monitoring with electrolytes. Don't just drink plain water. Add a pinch of sea salt and potassium or use a sugar-free electrolyte supplement. This helps with nerve signaling and prevents that brain fog feeling that is often mistaken for the direct effect of medication, but is simply a mineral imbalance. Even when doing everything right, there are some saboteurs that can negate its benefits. Saboteur number 1, alcohol. Alcohol is processed by the liver, the same organ that Mounjaro is trying to optimize. Furthermore, alcohol can irritate the stomach lining, which is already sensitive from slow digestion, causing sudden gastritis. Saboteur number 2, hidden fat. That fried food or heavy sauce you used to tolerate? In Mounjaro, they can sit in your stomach for hours, leading to debilitating nausea. Saboteur number 3, lack of sono. Sleep is when hormonal regulation occurs. If you don't sleep, your cortisol levels rise, and cortisol is the direct enemy of the fat burning that Tirzepatide is trying to promote. What we've seen today is that the first 30 days of Mounjaro are much more than a weight loss journey. It's a period of cellular re-education. Your body is being invited to function in a new, more efficient and quieter way. But remember, the molecule is just the tool. You are the craftsman. It's your choice of protein, your rest, and your movement that will determine whether these 30 days will be the beginning of vibrant health or just temporary weight loss with high costs for your body. Science gives us the map, but you're the one holding the steering wheel. If you enjoyed this in-depth analysis, share this video with someone who is also searching for answers. Everything I've shared today is based on published research, but your body is unique. Before making any changes, especially if you're managing a health condition or taking medication, please talk to your doctor. This channel exists to help you understand the science and to enable you to have much better and more informed conversations with your healthcare team, not to replace them. Until next week, stay curious and take good care of your body. It's the only place you have to live.